But I'm excited because what I think is important is communication. And I want to make sure that people understand what the upcoming events are going to happen, how this is going to roll out, as well as an enhancement to one of the comp plans. Now, if you have not seen complete comp plan, don't worry about it. We will be doing some serious comp plan training, because I know there's literally two bonuses that I want to make sure that people get. One of them is the coded bonus, and one of them is the matching bonus, which I want to make sure people understand. But this webinar is not going to go through the details of that, just because I want to keep it nice and short since it's late. What's more important right now is actual updates. Now, always read a disclaimer, and it's very important because we want this company to be full of compliance. So if you are a presenter and you ever do a presentation pertaining to product or even the compensation plan, you want to read it. And it doesn't matter if you think it's boring or whatever, it protects you, it protects those watching, and it protects the company. So trading foreign exchange currencies carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance by anyone is not indicative of future results. The high degree of leverage can work against you. Before deciding to invest in foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain loss some of all of your investment, and therefore you should not invest money you cannot afford to lose. This is for informational purposes only and does not constitute an offer to sell, solicitation to buy, or recommendation of security, nor to constitute an offer to provide an investment advice. Again, this is not for everyone, and we make no guarantees this will help you become profitable in trading foreign exchange. Now, it's important to do that, and I lead by example. So let's talk about the updates. First of all, we're going to talk about getting your free links to start to enroll your team. That should be rolling out right after literally this webinar. I don't know if it's going to be 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever, but we will be talking to the programmers so that you guys can get your links. If it's a little longer than that, I apologize, but it will be tonight. So it's not going to be like, tomorrow in the middle of the day. Now, the holding tank will be locked, giving you time to plan. This is important because a lot of you have had big teams. I mean, even if you had a team of like 100, right? There's people that have thousands, but you want to be in a holding tank so you don't make mistakes and you kind of plan it out. But at least people are getting their links and they can actually enroll, put themselves into the system. Then what we'll do is we'll be contacting you, keeping you up to date of, what's the next step. So the holding tank will be unlocking this week so that you could start positioning people. But for tonight, and again, we're going to be giving you updates as we go along. Like, we're going to give you updates on webinars. So always make sure you stick close to your Telegram, any channels of communication, so you know what's going on step by step. Getting access to try the software risk-free for 30 days. We're going to go over that, and we're going to go through the rewards plan enhancement. There's one specific piece that we're going to talk about that has definitely been enhanced. So timeline for the free trial. Anyone who enrolls in the next 10 days and 10 days only will get access to the 30-day free trial of the software. So that means that you will start your 30-day risk-free trial once the software becomes available. Okay? But it's only for the people that register and enroll for free in the next 10 days. So everyone on this webinar, and make sure you talk to your team, you got 10 days to be put into the system, and that'll lock you in so you can start your 30-day risk-free trial of the software. And that 30 days starts and becomes available once the software becomes available. So it's not before. So if it's, if the software takes a little bit of time to come out, don't worry. You're getting your 30 days starting when the software becomes available. Now, the software release, this is important to understand. This software, because people are going to ask, how long is this software going to take? I want you to understand what is actually going on behind the scenes, so you know why it's not being released like tomorrow or a few days, because this software has been trading accounts in excess of hundreds of thousands of dollars and much more. So I'm not going to say the number because the number sounds crazy, but this has been used for major big time traders. I'm just going to put it that way. It's just really people that are experienced, that have a lot of money, and it's never been released to retail traders. So it takes time to build it out for the new retail trader interface to work on the public market or for the public market. So it's never been released to the public market before. This has all been private for people that have tremendous amount of resources that they can put into accounts. So they're specially formulating it and making it work so that it could be, for the first time ever, released to the average trader, the retail trader in the public market. That takes time to develop that interface. So I want you to understand that's what this is. So when someone says, well, I thought they've had this software for a long time. Yeah, they have, but it's never been able to be used in the public market on a retail trading interface, okay? And not only that, it has also been programmed so that traders with smaller account sizes can use the software. Software was used for huge accounts. Well, it was never programmed for smaller accounts if somebody wants a smaller account. So that's also being done. So between those two things, that's what's going to take a little bit of time for the software to actually come out. And again, for those of you that get in within the next 10 days, you'll get access to it for 30 days for free, starting the day it gets released. Now, let's talk about the rewards plan for a second here. Again, reading the disclaimer, your actual commissions and residual income may vary dependent on your work ethic, hours you spend on customer acquisition, and the quality of customers you refer. So I'm not going to go through the entire comp plan, but I believe these are going to be the official names of the bonuses. You've got the momentum sales bonus. You've got this direct sales bonus. You've got the supreme coded bonus. You've got the coded matching bonus. And then you have the legacy residual bonus. The legacy residual bonus is the only bonus that you get paid on residually every month. All the other bonuses are upfront bonuses. Now, again, I'm not going to show any slides or show you all the bonuses. A lot of you have already seen that, so it's redundant. And some of you even saw the training, which again, we're going to do a training, a full-blown training. But this is what the enhancement is, and I'm going to show you. So let me show you how this looks. This is super duper important that you understand this. So if you look here, you've got the supreme coded bonus, and then you've got the legacy bonus. It's important that you see these as two separate bonuses, two separate structures. You are familiar, for some of you, basically how this structure looks to the right. It's a legacy residual bonus. And you know that we have a holding tank. Now, what happens? Someone goes into your holding tank. So they're a customer, and you're deciding, okay, I'm going to put my customer into my tree, if you will. So guess what? So you go ahead and put them in the tree. There it is. They go in the tree. At the same time, when they go in the tree of the legacy residual bonus tree, if you will, right there, what's going to happen now? They're automatically placed into this bonus as well. Same time, same person, same time. So they get placed there, and they get placed as the first person in your team one. Now you personally sponsor another person. They're in your holding tank. You put them there in your second spot of your tree, of your legacy tree, right? Well, what happens? At the exact same time, they're going to go into your team two. All right, so you put your third person in. Now you're personally recruiting people right now. So you took them out of your holding tank, you placed them in your legacy tree. At the exact same time, they'll end up in team three on your first level. This is how simple this is, okay? Where's your fourth person going to go? Well, it's going to go on the empty spot in your legacy tree. There it goes. Well, where does he go in your supreme coded bonus tree? Just keeps going wide. He's at the top level, first level of your fourth team. Well, you put your fifth person in your legacy tree. Well, where's your fifth person go here? It's the same person, and it just became level one of your fifth team. And you put your sixth person in, and you personally sponsored 6 people You filled up your legacy tree on the right, and guess what? That same person, your sixth person, goes at the top of level 1 on your sixth team. So what happens if you personally refer, let's say, 100 people? Well, in the legacy tree, it's gonna go down. If you personally sponsored 100 people, all those people are gonna go below each other. If you personally sponsored 100 people, those same 100 people that are going below each other in the legacy tree, guess what? They're going front line on level 1. So you're going to have 100 people on level 1 in your Supreme coded bonus. So that's important for you to understand that. So this is what the enhancement has been. You guys ready? This is huge. This is really powerful. I don't know if you remember what the matching bonuses were, but we've enhanced the matching bonuses tremendously for you to match leaders that are big, okay? So if you have a big leader and you bring him to the table, or her, you want to make sure that you make huge matches on their coded bonuses. So what happens is, this is your second level, right? So this is how it looks. Your second level goes there. So who puts people in the second level? You cannot place people in the second level. That's your team referring each other. So your level 1, your 3 that you referred right there, they put people in that second level. You don't. You can't. There's no spillover. So the first 3 people that you put in, they end up putting the 9 people. They each put 3 people right there. Okay. So if you look, the next, obviously, it's, it just keeps going wider and wider. So let's talk about the matching bonus. The matching bonus, there's only 2 levels that you get paid matching bonus. So this is the first enhancement that we put onto the comp plan. Now you're going to get, instead of a 15%, you're getting a 20% matching bonus on level 1. But which level 1? It's only going to be on your first 3 personally sponsored people. You see how there's a line right there? That means it's team 1, team 2, team 3. Your first 3 personally sponsored people that you put in the business, you're going to get a 20% matching bonus on their coded bonuses. So, so if you have if you have people in your holding tank and you have, let's say 5 people, well, the first 3 people that you place in your legacy tree, when they end up here in your Supreme coded bonus area right here, so these 3 people right there, those are the 3 people you're making a 20% match. Now, when do you start earning this 20% match? Once you become rank 2. And again, you'll see the compensation plan, not in this presentation, what it takes to become rank 2. It's like super duper simple and easy. When you become a rank 3, you get a 10% match on all of your second level within your first 3 right there, your first 3. So for instance, these 9 people right here, you're going to receive a 10%, 20% on the first level, those 3, and 10% on these 9 people. Well, what happens to team 4, team 5, team 6? Because you're going to personally sponsor probably more than 3 people, right? Well, when you go ahead and you become a rank 4, you're going to receive a 5% matching bonus on level 1 and level 2. So that means on level 1 and level 2, you're getting a 5% on each of these people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, as wide as you go. So if you personally sponsor 100 people, you're making a 5% match on their coded bonus, but you're also making a 5% match on their team's coded bonus, but it goes unlimited width for 2 levels. So the reason why we added this 4th rank, which I thought was really huge, is because I know that there's people that are going to personally refer, 50 people, 30 people, 100 people. And if you personally refer 100 people, before you wouldn't get any match on their coded bonuses. Now you're getting a 5% match on all 100 people. But what happens if those 100 people refer 3 people each? Well, that's 300 people on your second level. Well, guess what? Now you're going to get another 5% match on their coded bonuses. So you're matching 5% on those 100 people, and you're matching 5% on the 300 people, which that didn't even exist before. And we thought about adding that because we said to ourselves, you know what? There's going to be people that are going to build way bigger teams than just 3. They need to be rewarded. And then we enhanced, going from, instead of 15% to 20%. So we added an extra 5%. Instead of 15%, you're getting now 20%. So hopefully you love this enhancement. If this compensation plan wasn't insane already with the legacy bonus and with the coded bonus, we want to really beef up these matching bonuses, because you know why? There's going to be people that may not be big recruiters. There's going to be people that may not build that big or that fast. And we want to make sure that they also receive for a great reward for bringing leaders. If you're Susie Homemaker and you know this is your first time getting into the business, you refer 2 or 3 decent leaders, you can get a 20% match and a 10% match on their coded bonuses. I mean, that's really huge, and we wanted to make sure that we reward everyone, from the person that's inexperienced, that they've never built a big team before and they've never made much money, to somebody super experienced that wants to make a lot of money. And what's great is that you've got the legacy bonus to really go for, to make huge income for a very long time that can really bless your family. But while you're getting to those legacy residual bonuses, you're making a killing by referring people into the business on the front end. And so with that being said, this is what's to expect in the next 10 days. Next 10 days, you focus on enrolling as many people as possible so that they can take advantage of the 30-day free trial, because this 30-day free trial will never be available ever again. It's only available now for the next 10 days. So this is extremely important for you to understand that. You're also going to be getting ongoing updates so that you are in the know daily and what's going on, right? Because these 10 days are very critical. People want to know what's happening, what's the new thing that's going on. You're also, within the next 10 days, going to start getting training on the products. There's going to be webinars where they're going to show you and educate you on the products. You're also going to get training on the rewards plan, so you can really wrap your head around this new bonus, the coded bonuses and the matching of the coded bonuses, as well as the legacy bonus, which most of you should probably know that. And then training on actual compliance. And we're very big on compliance. It's going to be a very big part of the company, because we want to protect you and we want to protect the company. We were excited that we can go ahead and give this to you. We didn't want to just send out a text message or a Telegram message. We wanted to take the time to actually show you visually and show you what to expect in the next 10 days and how this rollout is going to happen, and the awesome enhancement to the compensation plan with these huge matching bonuses. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for joining with us. God bless you. We appreciate you. We think that you are all awesome. And I'm so super excited. You know, I'm blown away with what we have here myself, from the product side, and that it's never been released to the public before, and you get access to something that's never been released to the general public. It's always been private. To the compensation plan, both the combinations is going to, I believe, make people a tremendous amount of money. But again, results are not typical. This is for illustration purposes only. It's possible that you experience loss and actually no profit. But with that being said, I'm excited. I'm blown away. And I thank you so much for getting on this webinar. God bless you and have a wonderful night. Stick close to your Telegram messages. Stick close to your leaders, and make sure that you only take updates from these webinars and what the company says, because there may be people that are in the field that are leaders that may misinterpret the comp plan or misinterpret things. If you have questions, just wait till the compensation plan video so that you listen and learn, because it's new to everyone. So there's no leader that can say, oh, I know how this is going to work out. This is how it is. You don't want to just take a chance and listen to a leader that may not know. Leaders are amazing, and I'm a leader, and I've been a leader in the industry. but unless you hear it from the horse's mouth, I would make sure that you get on the trainings yourself and learn how the comp plan works. And leaders over time will understand it, and we all will be able to teach it. But just make sure that as time goes on here, that you don't take much advice from the field right now, that you get all your advice and all your information from the company itself. Thank you so much again. God bless you, and we'll talk to you again soon on the next webinar.